Is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this game of Stellaris, where we are planning to continue the game that we started with the Wavebreakers. I don't know why I've suddenly become a dwarf, saying Wavebreakers. Probably something because it sounds a bit like Ironbreakers, but hey. Anyway, hello, Faceless, Woozy Jack, Mustani, Macho, Quack, Yaviol Green, Cheetah William, Hammer 96, Skeeter Misha, and Sharpie. Hey, Component Cast. I know those guys. Marlo Diablo, Smoke Cats, Bootsy. Hello. How are you all doing? Wavebreakers are now Yorkshiremen. I mean, I don't know. Does Yorkshire often flood? I know the east bits do, like southeast, not necessarily northeast. Atamarius, Squire, hello. How are you all doing today? Hope you're doing well. Anyway, this is the game of Stellaris, where we are playing as the Wavebreakers. The Wavebreakers are an ironic bureaucracy. That would be brilliant. So our civics are anglers, which means that we basically produce a bucket load of food. We also gain a bunch of free consumer goods and trade value. So we make a lot of energy just from trade. And we are also inward perfectionists, meaning that we can't do a lot of diplomacy. And we are also fairly pacifist. We'll take a look at the government ethics in just a moment. But we have a lot of bonuses on our planet, which is an ocean paradise, so it is an incredibly good planet. Then we are also egalitarian, xenophobic pacifists. So we are very much all about doing our own thing and being left alone to do it. Species details, where are those? Those are under species, over here. We are drifters, we are ocean preference, aquatic, communal, enduring, and sedentary. We don't like leaving our planet. And even though we look like a bit of a shrimp, we're not. We're giant whales. We're huge. This is why we are long-lived. And we have, an excellent planet. This is our capital, New South Wales. And it is currently in the process of building gene clinics because we are trying to build up its population. At the moment, we have a population of 42, which is pretty decent, but we have lots and lots of housing buffs, which means that we can squeeze a lot of people on what is already a 30-size planet. So it is rather good. We're building super duper tall. Time to sail in space! Right, what was this? Archaeological site discovered. Whereabouts is that? Somewhere. We have done a fair bit of exploring in our sector. We have not yet come across anyone, which makes me think that this is going to be a little bit of a less populated galaxy, which is going to be interesting. We're going to have a lot of bigger empires. And I was getting a little concerned that we hadn't met anyone yet for such a long time. We did a console cheat just to check that the AI are actually in the game. They are. I have accidentally started a game before where they didn't spawn, but they are here. And this is looking like one really important choke point, because it will lock in all of this and potentially some of this as well. Curious. And we are planning to be very defensive, so we're probably going to focus quite heavily on using star bases at some point in the future when we actually start meeting some people. Are we still... Yes, we are still doing the stuff over there. And we know that there is an AI over here because we can't settle any of these provinces, and in fact they are yellowed out, which means they've been claimed. We just haven't met them. Serrano metal materials has been researched. We can now get something else. Mineral purification plant. We're not really focusing on mineral production. I think I might actually just go for the standardized Corvette patterns. And we do have 3 Spark of Genius researchers, so our technology is swimming along, which is lovely. Okay, so you were going to colonize that. Where were you going? I have a feeling it was down here. Huzzah! So off you go. Yes, and you're going to go and claim Visor, and then we can get Stenbark as well. Marvellous. First contact. Our attempts to learn more about the Delta Menace have so far been in vain. While we were easily able to ascertain that they clearly form part of a technologically advanced alien civilization, further facts have proven elusive, as they seem to be giving to considerable effort to prevent us and any other eavesdroppers from intercepting any signals from them. We have therefore only managed to intercept small fragments of their language so far. However, from the glimpses we have gleaned, our linguists are confident that they are able to decipher their communications if we can just acquire a greater sample size. A proposal is being drawn up for a somewhat more aggressive information gathering. Some may call it hacking, but they will surely not take kindly to it should they detect it. I'm not in a hurry. No, we can be cautious. Our attempts to learn... Oh, okay, that just keeps on talking more, and they are clearly hostile. With a -7 difficulty. Interesting. Now, does this mean that they are also going to be inward perfectionists? Because inward perfectionists start with a buff to encryption. Or are they actually going to be hostile? Following the fungi, tracking the signal emitted by the mycelium proved to be a tricky business. Our puzzled scientist finally managed by using mushrooms to peer into additional dimensions. Details are scarce about what exactly this entails, but in any case, the operation was a success and has painted us towards a destination. Chart course!
Ledger of situations amended.
And has the science ship that was tasked with checking that place out arrived yet? No, it's you. I do have a lot of science ships. We are using quite a lot of our Unity in scientist upkeep. How much are we actually using? Yeah, 22. 22 a month in upkeep. That don't bother me, I'm going fishing empire. Yeah, basically, that's our motto.
A system has been charted.
Cool. Gained new skills. What did you get? Expertise in psionics. You are one of the actual exploring scientists, fair enough. Started a Stellaris run. I thought this was not your jam, but I'm not complaining. Love this game. Yeah, I need to get back into how this game works. As we began to pick up more and more visual images of the aliens known as the Delta Menace, it was inevitable that they would eventually be leaked to the wider public. Their appearances provoked widespread dismay amongst our populace who have taken to describing them as the repulsive bugs. Already, many are demanding that we take action to deal with the new anthropomorphic threat, and so we shall. Repulsive aliens modifier gives more xenophobic ethics, or they can't be that bad, and faction approval goes down. No, we can be xenophobic. It is one of our ethics.
Space charts updated.
And as long as you guys continue to do your explorification, it's fine. Survey, 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 survey. Onwards and upwards. Oh, and we've met another one over here, the Eta Menace, which has a archaeological site. That has been claimed. Okay, construction ships have done their thing. Go ahead and build a start base outpost up there. And that's a tropical world, which we're going to want. I mean, we have this locked off. We could try to get over here if we wanted to, but I think... You know what? I'm going to build some more construction ships because it's becoming increasingly clear that we need them. Shipyard, shipyard. 2 more. Because we have billions of minerals, that's not going to be a problem, although we don't have that many alloys. So I think what I might do is establish another generator district, although, incredibly, we are actually short on jobs. It is not population for a change. From what I saw of the previous episode, I wouldn't worry about all the open housing, it doesn't cost you anything. Having pops you have working the most efficient jobs is more important, like the factories. Yep.
Project done.
A whiff of something. The box is indeed a document of a sort. Science Officer Gladio Skysail admits that they've been hoping for a historical record or some other kind of codex significant to whatever culture left it behind, but they were disappointed. The true nature of the aromatic box seems to be a collection of fairly small narratives which, going by the rapid changes in odour towards the end of each sequence, are intended to surprise or be interpreted as comedic. The techniques used to store and reproduce the specific smells is of some interest, but the tales it tells are not. The crew of the Nimble Carrack are left with the uncomfortable feeling that they have unwittingly become intimately familiar with what certain gaseous byproducts of the alien digestion smell like. However, Gladio Skysail is unwilling to speculate as to why the box was dumped from this frozen hellscape of a planet. Interesting. Now, has that other science ship arrived? Yes, both of them are here now. And you are starting to work on the investigation. I actually looked at the science ships. Okay, they look cool. Interesting. I do feel like we must have fallen behind in terms of colonization, though. Okay, construction ships are done. So one of you is going to start working on stuff over there. And then the other one is going to start working on stuff over here. And you know what? Once you've built that, I feel like I could probably go ahead and build a second industrial district. Archaeological thing pending. The present dark and lifeless interior of the space station almost succeeds in hiding the fact that it must have been designed to some kind of luxurious pleasure palace. There are seemingly endless rows of rusty slot machines, hundreds of decrepit bars and restaurants, and amidst it all thousands of bodies. Dead, partially mummified aliens of at least a dozen different species can be found everywhere, but most of the bodies are clustered around the empty escape pod bays. Oh no, it's a Titanic.
What have we here?
What do we have here?
We grow ever stronger.
And you are done, so let's go ahead and move you up. However, now that this archaeological site is under threat from these guys being so near, I really want to claim this as quickly as I can.
We grow ever stronger.
Aha, and that's been done. So what you can now do, unless there is an outstanding research project here, which there isn't, you can go and colonize that planet. Stenborg Prime. Sounds fine to me. Actually, no. Let's rename it. We'll rename it when we actually take it. That works for me. Okay, so this construction ship is done. You're low priority, you're low priority. This is very, very high priority. Exploring more of this is pretty high priority. Where are all my constructors? There, you're up there. You're going there, and you're going down there. So I don't actually have anything for you to do immediately. And I do kind of want to save resources for grabbing these two. So we'll just put you somewhere in the middle for now. And then you can react in whichever direction we need you to do. Okay, so Wenkwart is occupied. The Ordon Caretakers.
Space charts updated.
Interesting. Which means a diadem would be a block spot, choke point. Colony ship still not doing anything. Science ship, you have stopped. Well, I feel like these don't lead anywhere. In which case, that's the choke point. Except it's already been taken. So is that. So we really need to move quickly on grabbing this one. Are you constructing already? You are. Just began, though. Alright.
Space charts updated. Intellectual booty.
The first drifter colony. Our colony ship has gently touched down on the mouth of the large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Stenborg Prime. This temperate, forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed, so it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull, as the colonists begin to disembark in large numbers, the first drifter city on an alien world. It's a great day for the Wavebreakers. Alright, so Stenborg Prime. We need to name Stenborg something else. We've got New South Wales. I feel like we need to have something similar to that. Plain Old Rex coming in with a 5-month resub. Thank you very much for the ongoing Tier 3 5-month resub. Just noticed that. Thank you very, very much for that support. The less time I have to watch, the more I enjoy this channel. Skål. Thank you for that. And I will pour myself some tea and enjoy some. Newer South Wales, New South Holland. Waterworld. Oh, Waterworld's good. Except it's not an ocean planet. What is this? Stenborg is continental. So it's Earth-like. New Eden? New Eden's quite good. Alderaan. Waterloo. Okay, Waterloo wins. Waterloo's a great name. Welcome to Waterloo. I'll just leave it as Waterloo Prime. We know what that means. Oh yeah, that's a good point. What does it have? Hazardous weather. Habitability goes down by 10%, so it should be 60. Happiness -5. Energy increased, and then it also has max generator districts. So this is going to be very much a power production location. Although it actually has way more industry. That's interesting. Okay. And you have finished. Well, I want you surveying as much of this area as you can. So I have a bit of an idea what's out there before we actually come into contact with these guys.
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
New research, so we can get more star bases, more naval capacity. Planetary capital, here we go. This allows us to get enforcers to reduce crime, and crime was starting to be a problem in New South Wales. Or we can get the extra research. No, let's go for the planetary capital.
Intellectual booty.
Oh, we got another one. Colony development speed. Well, that's well timed. Gravitic sensors are a starbase component. We haven't got any starbases yet. Auxiliary fire control, maybe? Or blue lasers. I don't think we need the energy production, because our energy is actually ridiculous. Let's do that.
We grow ever stronger.
Okay, let's see if I can claim it. I can. Good. Because they're definitely exploring this place at the same time that we are.
What have we here?
Interesting. More anomalies. Okay, so we have additional construction ships not doing anything. You can go ahead and build that. Toy factory. There are structures on Nostia 3, though most are less than ruins and more akin to rubble. The wave skimmer's initial pass over the planet reveals only one building that can be considered intact, seemingly spared from whatever calamity robbed Nostia 3 of its buildings and builders alike. This is the source of the noise. Not only is the building intact, reports Science Officer Exemplo Swig, but it is active. It is a production facility of some sort, turning plasticine polymers into mute objects of uncertain but possibly ornamental purpose. The raw materials and end product are likely uninteresting to the Wavebreakers, but we could doubtlessly stand to learn something from the automated manufacturing process itself. Toy Factory to Nostria 3. Society Research, Engineering Research. From Jobs. Ah, right, that's the planet. And now that that's done, we can go ahead and colonize it. Yes. We'll leave it as Nostria Prime for now. And that means that you are done here, so let's go and send you off to go survey that. And then that. Hang on, you're not a surveyor. You're an anomaly person. How do I tell you to stop? No, not that. That. What's the hotkey? H. Halt. Fair enough. You need to go and find some more anomalies, Exemplo. And Exemplo is the high-level anomaly person. So anything which is level 5 or higher. Oh no! I've not been changing the scientists. Crap. I hate that it just randomly assigns one. Damn it, damn it, damn it. You've just finished surveying that. Or have you? This is a Thildren. A Thildren's doing the anomalies. This is see here who is surveying. This is the archaeologist who is doing the archaeology place, which hopefully is not just reset. Where is it? There. You're the one, Exemplo, that's supposed to be doing the anomalies. So we start again from the level 5s. Exemplo, research, then I sworn there's another 5. There is. Thildren's doing that one then, I guess. Except he really shouldn't be. Is that a Thildren? Halt. That's Exemplo. Situation log. Exemplo Swig. Research that. 5. 6. Thought there was another 6, but I could be wrong. That'll do for now. And then we've got Ithildrin. You're responsible for the lower level anomalies. So do we have any wands? We do. Research. 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 That should keep you busy for a while.
Establishing a new colonial outpost.
Okay, second colony is up and running. Or rather, is being built. New South Wales is still building its other industrial district. We are now starting to gain more minerals. Skysail, you are not researching anything. I think that's because... you're the one doing these. research projects, which are under the situation log. That's pulsating stars. Which is that? Oh, there's two of them, yeah. There you go. You have your orders. Hey, Faceless. Cool sign. Thank you for the bits. I feel the need to ask, what are you doing? What are you doing? I am searching for more water.
Ever stronger. We grow ever stronger.
Okay, so we are basking in the expansiveness. Ah, we have another tradition. So we can get our first mercantile. So clerks produce more trade, or we can start switching out trade value for consumer goods or unity, and I really want to be producing more unity. So we're going to go ahead and purchase that one. And then we're going to change our policies. Economic? Trade policy to marketplace of ideas. Which will generate half as much energy. So trade will go down to 35, so we should just about have a surplus still, but we will also produce a bunch more unity. Goes from 29 to something higher, probably at the end of this month. $38. And you're now on 0, but that's okay, because we have 16,000 energy. Is this modded? Nope. Do I have any active edicts? I do. And we're very slightly over our limit. But honestly, I'm kind of okay with it. Like, we are now producing more energy. It's fine. Although the edicts are consuming 24, I didn't realise they were doing that much. Yeah, they would be. They've gotten more expensive. Oh, the price must go up the more planets you own or the more systems you own. I had not expected that. I could probably get rid of the peace festivals. There we go. Now we're only spending 3 more. It's to do with population? Okay. Through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data from alien life forms. Many of our older theories about the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed in the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology in New South Wales. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid the continued search of strange life forms. That is a lot of society research. Okay, so none of our construction ships are now doing anything. We did claim Rasnum, which is awesome. And we can get another technology. We can get destroyers. I think I would like destroyers. Let's get those locked in, shall we? You continue to build out. We're running out of influence. It's the new problem. That's leading to a new planet. I'm going to say that this is going to take priority. Because if I can take Epsilon, then Shorax is also locked in.
Space charts updated.
I'm fairly sure that you're now locked off down here. So the next place to go would be on this. No, that's already locked in. That's already locked in. That's locked in. So you can basically head there too. You're going to continue serving. It does look like Evaleap would lock all of this. Oh no, there's more something down here. Sensor malfunction on the crew's arrival of Shorax. They were unable to they were able to confirm that their sensors were indeed malfunctioning. The good news is that not only were the initial estimates of the star's energy output grossly understated, Skysail seems to have learned from past mistakes. He is now Meticious, anomaly discovery chance plus 10.